Thoughts are not facts. I want to tell you something about thoughts which will help children and young people's well-being. Our thoughts are not facts, and we are not our thoughts. Thoughts are words which pop up in the mind, and depending on our mood and how we see ourselves, can lead to thoughts which are not facts. Our thoughts do not always reflect reality, and they are just that. They are thoughts. Let's give you an example. You're tired after a long day, the weather's gloomy and miserable, and you're walking home and happen to see someone you know really well across the road. You hesitate a little, but muster a half-hearted wave and a call their name. However, they carry on walking and say nothing. What do you think? Do you think, oh no, I've said something wrong, I've upset them, and start scrolling through your minds of the last few times you saw them, and if there is something you need to apologise for and you've upset them, and perhaps you're scrolling through your messages on your phone to see if you've missed something to explain the reason they would ignore you and what you've done to upset them. This leaves you feeling a bit anxious and your stomach's churning a bit and you're hurrying home a bit quicker than normal with your head bowed. Or when they don't respond, you might think, how rude. Why are they ignoring me? I've sat with them for a long time the other day when they needed it, and now they can't even be bothered to respond. Well, that's the last time I helped them. You feel angry and annoyed, your brows furrowed and your teeth are clenched, and you're determined to block them off your phone as soon as you get home. Or when they don't respond, you might think, well, that's weird. They've not responded. I wonder if they heard me. I'm not sure how or why they didn't see me, but maybe I'll send them a text in a bit and see if they're okay and let them know that I saw them. And you might feel a bit concerned, maybe a bit curious, or even laugh at the situation, but let it go until you see them next time or reach out later. In this situation, you can see how our thoughts also influence our feelings and lead on to us acting or behaving in a particular way. We can also see that the thoughts are not facts, and depending on who you are and what mood we're in, can influence those thoughts and the way that we view the situation. And this is actually all in our control. Should we choose to react to our thoughts differently and not as facts, we can then take control. So in the third scenario, for example, there wasn't a long-lasting feeling or experience, nor a behaviour which could have led to an effect or a change in the relationship that you've got with this person. So here's how you can help a child or young person take control. First, ask them to take a deep breath. No one has to see this. And ask, is my thought true? What are the facts of the situation? Yes, your friend did not respond to you. That is fact. However, the reason for that is open to how we see the facts and the meaning we make from that situation. Next, ask yourself if you might have all the facts. Is how I think about the situation helpful to you, yourself, or your relationships? And finally, consider what it would feel like or be like if I didn't think that particular way. Is there another way of looking at the situation, our thinking? And sometimes our thinking patterns and go-to ways of thinking have become a habit. So help children and young people to take their time and practice stopping and looking at the facts in easy situations. So we're not kind of looking at high-risk situations that are drastically important. And then when you're well practiced, you can apply this to any situation, giving a greater sense of control and well-being.